Greetings, fellow Annoholics. Welcome back to Anno 1800 and welcome back to our war with the Admiral. Now, he was, I think, taken by surprise in the last episode, and he kind of like is really still angry with us, this petty Admiral. It is indeed. He's actually firing with a gunboat at my fish oil factories there as revenge that I took 3 islands from him. And that's really it, right? This is his whole response. I was waiting for a big ship of the line fleet coming in there. I'm a bit disappointed, to say the least. And in this case here, it's just really this gunboat here that was the only attack so far. And it's backing off again. It's not even started a siege on Martinez, right? So I could just rebuild them again. Is he actually noticing that? He's not, so he's just backing off even further. No problem for us, right? That's the whole damage there. He's definitely... Oh, he could actually try his gunboats against my 3 cannon towers there. I would like to see him trying. Now, enough with the babbling, enough with the bobbling. We have more work to do once more in Voss. In Voss, we have now both of these bicycle factories that are working for us, and we are using that for my Docklands. Now, let's just check this one real quick. We should have a lot of that in store. 200 tons already, and the sewing machines there as well. Problem is that the steel is probably out now. Yes, it's only slightly increasing. There is now more steel coming in with our Docklands, so this is helping out a bit. We still haven't really leveled up any of my goods there to the first tier actually. So the sewing machine is at 600 tons and the bicycles is at 40 tons. So this is still going to take some time here. But as we can see, both of them have such a beautiful ratio there that we don't need to care about these 3 raw materials there anymore, at least. Also, the iron ore is coming in fine or fantastically. So let's actually go with the next furnace that we can have. It's, I think, the last one that we can build in this whole area. And let's also upgrade my warehouses there. They are quite overwhelmed with all of that work here. We got the 20% boost. I'm not going with any more than that, so 20% it is. That should be fine. We got lots of building materials though in store, and I would like to use this right away for a bit more upgrading. As we can see, upgrading we can do. Another block here. What do you want? A school. That is fine though, because we got the school over there that I will build now anyway. Right, so that has been blueprinted for quite some time, and then we can just have our paved roads all the way over there, and this should do the trick for this guy here. There you go. 100% it is once more. There we have a bit of more space. Let's go in here. I think I said at the beginning that this is probably going to be a park area. We'll just see about that, really. There you go with some more roads, and we really have a lot of bricks, so this might be a good moment to just upgrade more. Ship under attack. Oh, it's my tiny schooner under attack by this ship of the line by Miss Hunt. At least she's attacking, but only once. My ships are over there, and we're going to crush this one. And she destroyed the schooner. It's fine though. It's fine. We can get a clipper on this trade route now. The swamp rat. Wait a second, that is not here. HMS Tubeworm. I love these names. Who comes up with these names? There you go. Ship on the way. Ship on the way. Holy cow! They are stuck in the cliffs here. Are you real? We should be able to take it down, please. There you go. No chance. What happens when you try to attack. I'm also really happy that coffee is in quite a lot, so we are producing a lot of coffee and the surplus is indeed there, so we can see that 200 tons and climbing. We have 2 coffee routes there right now. We have the wild thing on it as well. Let's actually delete one of them, right? So this one, and now I can have the wild thing on this route as well. So there we have now consolidated these trade routes. There was a bit of a mistake on my part. It's gone now. These are though looking the same, but they're not. They're different islands. That is fine. Steel beams is now the problem that is a bit down. So we should be looking out for the steel beams. And I would like to go ahead and upgrade more. We have a school here. There you go. So we can also now, and we should also pave the roads here. And this is kind of like the town center. There we have lots of these entrances, and it's much easier to build ornaments first and only then upgrade the road, right? So if I build now the trees here, I could then go ahead and just go like that. Makes it much easier, and I don't have to click so often. There you go. And also every one of these has now its own personal paved road entrance. They should be really happy about that. There's also this cute area that I've left open for something in the future. However, we don't really need it for anything else. So I'm going ahead here with a nice little garden area. We can have a fountain there just in the center of it. Oh, once again, it's the gunboat here attacking my fish oil factories. Now, this is a bit annoying. Let's take one of my ship off the lines and get it all the way back here just for the future. Let's push it there first and then behind my island, right? Because otherwise it would go into this area there with the harbor defenses. That would be bad for us. All right, so this is that. And now we can safely continue with building a small little park area. So there you go, just something small with a few trees in between and the fountain in the center as a nice little park area. And then we can safely continue with filling in all of these blank spots that we still have there, since now money-wise we can afford it and we got really a lot of them everywhere basically with some elm trees. And I'm still waiting on the bigger fountain there for some better upgrades than for the courtyards. Right, but this one is possible, making this whole area much greener. Oh, Martinez is now under siege because of one gunboat. I think it is because of this. Doesn't matter. Doesn't really matter at all what he's doing there. Now, something else I would like to start as well is finally our Garrison church. With that, we can finally start the foundation. Let's build a warehouse close by that is needed for the building materials. The foundation is there, and now we need to start construction of it. This church will be the first great symbol of the increasing prosperity of your city. A very fitting. Some bricks, timber, workforce it needs. Let's start it. And oh, a lot of bricks actually, 300 tons. All right, I hope this is okay. I hope we can afford that. We can actually see the consumption rate. At the moment, we're still having a surplus of +9. So once this one is starting to work, it of course will drop there quite significantly. There's the materials already getting over now, and it's starting the consumption. +9 still, okay. We'll just see how it turns out. Oh, look at that. While we were doing all of these things, Miss Hunt is attacking with a battle cruiser right there in Mirandela, so an island that we took from the Admiral. So she's trying to fill the void, to fill the gap of the conquered islands that we have. Let's just try and stop it. So my main fleet is rather close by, and she will probably not be able to take this one. At least, yeah, she's not able to. The battle cruiser is going down really quickly there. Perfect. Okay, through all of that, I don't want to stay idle military-wise. We have big fleet, why not use it? And yeah, extinct the Admiral. Basically, he's got a pretty big defense here. We're not playing with the military mod, so I guess if I'm that old school, I think we should be able to crack this defense there. So let's just have a look at that. My fleet is on the move. The Admiral's final island here. This was a steep fall for him, right? Like he was at world domination almost. Destroying his other opponents there, especially also Miss Hunt there, keeping her at bay. And then, boom, all of a sudden, that's how fast you can fall. Let's just move in there. For some reasons, they're really all not building any ships. I think it might also be a bit buggy there. No idea. We're just going in with that. Let's get the first cannons out there, and let's stay a bit away there, so these two cannons cannot fire so much yet, right? There you go. I'm probably going to lose like 3 ships. Perhaps. We'll see about that. And there the siege has started for Ciudad Cinza, as he's calling it.
Moving to coordinates.
And then we're moving a bit on to the next cannon. First ship is down. First cannon is down. Not so quickly though.
Target established.
A ship was destroyed.
Second ship is going down soon. I guess I'm going to lose a few more ships than I thought. This one's down now. Let's actually fire on the trading post right away because that's doing a lot of damage. I think way more than the cannons.
A ship was destroyed.
Actually, we can look this up. So the cannon can fire at 35 and the normal cannon... Oh, okay. They're doing the same amount of damage.
Ship constructed.
34 on DD. So there we have another ship of construction, ship of the line coming out. Perfect. We've lost 2 ships so far. Looking rather good for us. Morale is halfway through to white flag. Depends, of course, if we need to attack another harbor area too. Nope. He's got no other harbor area. Perfect. So this is the only one. 3rd ship going down now. Actually, we get a bit of influence back again, so this feels good. In this case here, we do make some room again. Out with the old, in with the new. And there you go, the next one. 3 ships lost so far. They're spreading their fire attacks now on several ships. So I think we should not be losing another one. Especially once we take down this one there. Right. There you go. And then the last cannon tower over there. That should really be it. I don't think that... First of all, he's not doing any damage anymore. And second of all, his morale is gone. This is really the end of the Admiral. Like, he will not recover from this anymore. There you go. It's just those smaller guns now. But that's basically it. We lost 3 ships in this whole thing. Another one is already constructed in the meantime, so it's not like we really lost that much. And it's just a bit... Oh, there's actually more. There's an advanced shipyard there, as I can see. We're just really crumbling the morale now. What a big island that is going down here now. Lots of industry with that too. There you go. And that was the island conquered of the Admiral. We are a bit down there on the influence perhaps, but it's going to be fine. Those ships here, let's get them back. We will need to repair them a bit. Other than that, this was very successful, I should say so. And he is probably down even further, especially economy-wise. He's completely gone, right? There's no comparison here anymore. That's the end of him. He's got some smaller islands there that we might try to take over too. So he's then really gone from the old world. And in the new world, he's got a few more islands, but yeah, these are new world islands. They're worthless if you don't have their counterpart in the old world. There's another thing I want to do in Voss, and that is move a bit of my industry, so my mold industry, and by the way, yep, there is a grain missing, into this area there. So let's get rid of the lumberjack hut that I've built. Actually, I don't really need them anymore, but I'm just going to keep it for now anyway. And then we could, or we will, build a warehouse here as well. There you go. Perhaps a bit further over there so we can squeeze in that fire station there. There you go. This is the way. And then I'm just going to take my mold houses and moving them over here into this area. Because I would like to use this industrial zone not for another city expansion, but for something that increases the attractiveness of my island. It's a bit down right now, if you've noticed. So with all the furnaces and stuff like that, we are a bit down on attractiveness. And it's just best to get something up there that is increasing that. There we have that. And then I've got a lot of breweries still that I would like to push into this area here too. Another lumberjack hut that we don't really need. Then we got the 6 breweries. Let's upgrade that warehouse there as well. Definitely will need an upgrade in this one as well. With them, they should still be able to work there nicely. Let's pave the roads there just in case. There you go. And another thing, we still have some blueprints, lots of them that we don't really need. Let's get rid of them. We could have some additional blueprints here, right? So let's just squeeze them in there. We also don't need that anymore, since we're getting a lot in with the Docklands anyway, just in case we need them. And there we have it, lots of space. There's some copper deposit for the brass perhaps, a bit further away. And this road here, which we also don't need, right? And there we could have something now, like a museum, like a zoo, like a botanical garden. Now, one thing here that I've noticed is, of course, we have lots of engineers now, right? And what we should have is, yep, lots of oil. Our oil is actually capacity limit, at its capacity limit. We're only having 1 electrical power plant right now, and I can afford another one. And this is going to be somewhere here for all of these engineers that we have in this area, right? So we could actually have it right here. Instead of one of these blocks, and we just move that block to another area. And I think that's the safest bet that we can do here. And we take a lot of engineers in range with that. So if I build it like, wait a second, let's say I build it here. There is a connection here already, so this would be fine, right? Having it here is probably the best bet. I just need to get these people now to some other place. We can have them over here for now. And we might actually keep them there. We'll just see about that. Then we have the power plants. That should be as close to the street level there as possible. We could do it like that. Actually, I need to move it because of the double road. Right, here we have the road system for it. There I can squeeze it in nicely because this one needs to go for the tracks that we have in this area. And then it goes all the way down here to those tracks. And we can just get them safely up there. We have lots of steel beams in store again. That's good. There you go. And then we just have the crossing here, crossing here, crossing here. As many as possible to spread the electricity as efficiently as possible there as well. And here we're probably going to make another one. Perfect. There you go. And let's build it. And then we can build a few more of them. And as always, let's just have some trees around that as well, so that no one really has to see that ugly electrical power plant. I mean, you still see it kind of like, but not that prominent at least. This one's working fine now, so this is providing now the electricity for all my engineers. That is a very important step there as well, right? This one that we have. Oh, by the way, the Garrison Church bonus already counts. Happiness +2 and reduced needs of 3% for everything, basically, from what I can see on this list. Not so bad. Perhaps it actually increases over time the higher level the Garrison Church goes. The fun thing is that the Admiral still does not want to go to peace with us or even ceasefire. He's just completely furious at this point. Flattery also doesn't work. Nothing is working really. So no chance there at consolidation there. Now there we have the Garrison Church. The next phase has been completed. Oh, looking already like something. There you go. What a beautiful big building. Much bigger than I thought it would be. Holy cow, we will need to move it again. Let's start the final phase. Oh, alright. We have the bricks, we have the felt, and we have the windows. Now, the felt is problematic because I'm not going to embase it just for one resource. What we can do though instead is having a look at the Docklands. And in the Docklands, it says felt needs at least one product that has been exported 2,070 tons, right? So 2,070 tons volume. The sewing machines are at 760, and I'm just going to increase the volume of sewing machines that I'm exporting. I've replaced it with the bicycles here for the iron ore, and we're just going with another 150 sewing machines there. I've also boosted 2 more sewing machines I was able to put into range with my electrical power plant here, so those 2, they're also working overtime now, and I've paused this bicycle factory there. Very good reason for that. The bicycle factory is just consuming an insane amount of steel, and we are just going to reduce that by 1 and instead use the steel that we have now for more sewing machines, thus boosting our export volume and thus getting closer to the felt. But yep, it's not going to be so easy for my Garrison Church. Now we have Mirandela here from the Admiral, one small island that has 2 coal deposits available for us, and I would like to get them. I'm not going to build a city here, but we have the 100 bonus workers thanks to the conquering, right, the influencer there. This gives me the bonus there, and we can just really build 2 mines with that. I do have a few resources here, right, like this. And then we only need to take that, and 1 coal mine does require 50 workers. So that's exactly 2 coal mines that we can build with that. And I don't even need to build anything else with it. There you go, number 1. And there you go, number 2. The only thing that I might have is a better trading post, and the cool thing is the Admiral already provided with that a grand trading post here. So that's a lot of storage capacity, up to 500 tons that we can have on this island, and that's really enough. I could probably also boost this by 50%, and the worst thing that could happen is that there's a small raid at the coal mine itself, and we could further counter that by building us a police station, and we can also afford that. One here and one here, thus boosting these coal mines by 50% without doing anything else really on this island. And I'm going to use the Barnacle frigate for this trade route, for this latest one, between the two islands there, and it's really just going to be coal, because coal is where we are tight at the moment. Iron is coming in nicely, but coal not so much. Plus we don't have that many means of getting more coal, right? Available ships, all ships. I would like to take my frigate for that. Oh, the frigate is not possible? Why is the frigate not possible for the straight route? There's it is. It's working. And the Barnacle is doing the coal exporting and coal importing now for us between the two islands. That leads to more steel that we can produce. And that once again also leads to more sewing machines. Boy, these warehouses there, we need to seriously upgrade them. They are under hard times. And that's basically it. I'm just waiting for a bit of my export now. Of course, getting more engineers into our city will be another target. There is already electricity provided. So these engineers are really happy. And we could just happily continue now with the expansion here. We're not consuming any building materials for now, since we stopped the construction of the church at the moment. That's helping a bit. Stay tuned.
Your harbor is under attack.